You ready? It's time for the No Pleasure Pod with BDP1. Buckle up, buttercups. Let's go.
What's going on, my good people? Thanks for joining me for another episode of your new favorite pod, where we know pressure. We all have plenty that's going on in our lives, and we know that regardless, the world's going to keep on spinning. So thanks for making the time to support my humble endeavor. Again, now let's get to it. There's a lot going on in the NFL. The combine is wrapping up and veteran contracts are being offered and restructured, as well as the real possibility of some franchise players being released by their current teams because of high cap hit numbers for the upcoming season. Just yesterday, the NFL informed teams that the hard salary cap was going to be increased from $182.5 million in 2021 to $208.2 million for the 2022 season. My Cowboys need a lot of help to sign players and get under the cap, and they've asked Dak Prescott, aka QB1, to help them cover the cost of the mortgage. The specifics aren't yet available, but he has agreed to offer some relief, as well as Pro Bowl right guard, Zach Martin. Further north, the Packers are said to have offered Aaron Rodgers a market-altering 4-year contract, which I'm curious to see the structure of, as he is to account for $46.1 million against the cap just this year. As of this morning, Rodgers informed the team that he's staying. Green Bay is already more than $27 million over the salary cap. This one confuses me because the issue with the Packers is that they never seem to have that one piece to get them over the top. And they've decided to just throw more money at Rodgers. So I guess we just have to stay tuned. Now, in the shocking news of the day in the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons star wide receiver Calvin Ridley has been suspended by the league for betting on games in 2021. Ridley was actually away from the team on mental leave when the bets were executed. But the NFL has very strict guidelines in place regarding players betting on games. In a letter sent to Ridley by Commissioner Goodell, it read, "Your actions put the integrity of the game at risk, threaten to damage public confidence in professional football, and potentially undermine the reputations of your fellow players throughout the NFL." Ridley is only the 5th player in the league history to be suspended for betting on games. The Falcons organization, however, will face no penalty. In fact, Ridley's salary won't even count against this year's cap, giving them more than $11 million in cap room. This is what you call a blessing in disguise. Another piece of semi-sad news. Tampa Bay cornerback Richard Sherman of Seattle's Legion of Boom fame has pleaded guilty to charges from last July, prior to the NFL 2021 season. Those charges were negligent driving in the first degree and second-degree criminal trespass, which is non-domestic violence. Now, is it me, or do athletes and entertainers play by a different set of rules? How many of us would have been given almost a year to go about our lives before having to face these types of consequences? He was given a 90-day jail sentence. 88 of those days has been suspended, meaning he doesn't have to serve those days. So he served 2 days in jail, basically slept off whatever, he was under. I don't remember if it was drugs or alcohol, but he spent a weekend in jail in the pokey. And, now he gets to go on about his business. I guess whatever fairness in the system we get, we should just take that, right? I'll move on. Also, news has come out about Jay-Z, who faced a mountain of criticism from many in the hip-hop community for accepting a partnership with the NFL to coordinate talent for its Super Bowl halftime performances, threatening to quit if the West Coast performance that we all saw and loved wasn't approved in its authentic state. I know that there were stories that came out that said Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg had some conversations. Snoop was asking Jay-Z, if he could wear or what he could wear. And Jay-Z said, and I won't, say the quote, but, Snoop said, I can't wear my gangbanging stuff. And Jay-Z said, you can wear whatever the F you want to wear, peace to the gods. So, look, prime case of stand for something or fall for anything. Everybody was giving Jay-Z the business. Whenever he went to the table with these guys, Jay-Z put his foot down and said, either it goes like this or, you guys can hold this and y'all can bring Kid Rock back. So, I think everybody needs to get off Jay-Z and give him a little bit of props right now. Baseball is still under lockout after 100 days. And I'll just suffice it to say that negotiations are pretty tense and very complicated. I'm not a huge baseball fan. I'm a Braves fan, but there's 162 games in the season. You're worn out by the time the season is over. And I mean, just as a fan. So I will keep my eye on things and I'll let you know what happens. In my last story, we have to talk about the NBA, I'm sorry, because there's only 5 weeks left in the NBA season, and while everyone is anxious to see the playoff and play-in seedings, I'm still personally upset about the so-called slam dunk contest. I've seen more creative dunks performed in high school games, no cap. Real question, though. Why don't these NBA players hire the YouTube dunk specialist as consultants to teach them some of these dunks? Or the NBA can just have a dunk exhibition with non-NBA ballers, just no NBA people, and offer a $500,000 cash prize. You want to bring fans back, Adam Silver? Do that. And I think that's about it for my time. So I'll definitely be back with another quick hitter. But until then, just remember that pressure bursts pipes, but it also makes diamonds. You choose. One love.